Okay, let's go.
Welcome everybody. It is Thursday night, and it's time for Snaggin Night Live. I'm tired. It's been a long week. It's 9 o'clock. My monitor keeps going out on me, and I got this guy right down here in the basement swinging his chair.
It's the takeover show.
Wait, it's already my show.
Well, I know, but I'm taking it over.
No, you're not.
There's only so many times you can do that. You're going to get tired of it, and then the whole show's going to be click, 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 click.
I'm already tired of it.
Good evening. How you doing, Dustin?
Oh, I'm tired. It's been. I gotta tell people at work. It's been 2 weeks of Mondays.
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh, project after project.
Yep. It's always something. But you know what? The good Lord's still letting us wake up in the morning and take care of our family, keeping a roof over our head. So you got to just be thankful for that. Sometimes you may have to look for the good things, but they're there always.
Oh, that's the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning. The fact that I woke up. So
yeah. Yeah, it could have been, hey, just a year ago, you could have been just a memory.
That's right.
So we are totally blessed. Hey, guess what? You got some folks out there in chat you need to be speaking to.
There's a few people out there. I hope nobody left because they saw Daryl up on screen.
I was trying to be Austin.
You got to try a lot harder than that, my friend.
I know it. I ain't got enough kids to be Austin.
And you're about 3 times his age.
Hey. Yeah, you're talking about the low blows, man. Come up here, try to, do some promoting and work with you. What I do? Man, I hit that harder than I thought I was going to. Like I was back in wrestling.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to slap you that hard, Daryl.
Yeah, really.
We got Greg Burgess in the chat who beat Sampy in this evening. Says hello, Dustin and Austin. Good to see you. Just a quick note: Austin is out camping with his family, so I gave him the night off. Because I'm good. I'm a good friend like that.
Camping.
So I had to get a fill in, and then Daryl's the only person I could find last minute. So
he'll jump on anybody's show. He's like, Daryl, do it.
No, but I real quick, I do want to thank you, Daryl, for coming up. I did not have a topic for this evening, and I thought that'll be a good time to talk about the gathering one last time.
Yes, sir.
Before next week, because I know my wife and I will be leaving early Sunday morning, and we should get to Hickson about sometime in the early evening, between probably 6 or 7 o'clock that night to set everything up. So
you're actually going to beat me there, man.
Mm.
You can help back me in my spot then on Monday. Look, what is all this stuff? Look, I don't know if I want you to read chat or not. My fingers are getting hurt.
Well, let's do that then. Let's go. Hey, Sampy, how you doing? JG Hills says even Dustin. Dustin, oh heck, who let Daryl in? I know, 922.
That ain't the only time it's going to say that.
I know it. Hey, Bobby, it could be worse. I'll just leave it at that. V, what's going on, V? Speaking of V, I want to show off one of these creations that's going to be given away that I'm going to win the drawing for at the gathering next week. Right there.
Yeah. We'll throw some Cash App stuff out in a little bit after you get through reading the chat. If you just don't let them vote whether I get to stay in or not, because it looks like I'm losing. Don't let them vote.
Oh, so there's V. Greg Burgess again said, Dustin, what are you doing with that guy? I told you it was one of those last minute things, Greg. Butterflies of Sunshine, Linda, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
Miss
Robert
Butterfly.
Modlin, who let Daryl out of the cage. That must have been his wife this morning. Don't worry. I hear he'll go back in the cage tonight. Let's see. That's about all the comments we have thus far. But thank you all for coming in tonight.
Absolutely, always good to have people coming in for sure. You know, since
went off and got kind of warm in here.
Yeah, we run that other show off the air at 9:00. They may stay on, but you know, they're probably just a lot of hot air. Well, that's the way it is when it starts anyway. So, man, alive though, I can't wait. It's getting close, getting close. Throw that daggum Fishopoly back up there. I didn't want to interrupt you and talk too much about it while you're doing. I want you guys to look at that. It is the most awesome looking thing you ever saw. It's got the logo on there, The Gathering. Look at that. And all the logos of everybody that took and donated, our wonderful YouTubers out there, and our also our wonderful merchants that sell stuff, and our guides that did it and that helped sponsor us. It's just an awesome deal. Miss V put lots and lots of work in this to lay it out, to name all the boards around there. You know, I call this thing Fishopoly. I don't know. She says jail is where Daryl's at. It says go to Snag. And of course, I'm over there at Snag. But hey, I'm just honored to even get on it. So, you know, making dreams become a reality. That was what I said in the beginning. I dreamed about doing a meet and greet and a get together, and it's just grown so much. It's actually become a year-round thing for me, and I don't mind that. I have to do things to keep me going, but this is the one thing that I really liked. Is our slogan. It says where everyone fits in. If you don't like me, if you think Daryl Morris is loudmouth, and he is, if you don't, come and visit the rest of the people. This is not to come see me or about me. This is about the catfishing world out there, and come to the meet and greet. You don't have to talk to me. I just want people to come and have a good time. But she had made this board to help with raising money. We've already made enough money this year, but any donations we get for this board, we're going to put towards next year, and we're selling tickets at it for $10 each. We've sold 22 tickets so far. So there's 22 people. Well, there's not even that many that's actually done it. But anyway, there's probably about 10 people in that's got a super chance of winning it for sure. But it is just a total awesome thing. And if anybody wants to get in it, we are going to do the drawing the day of the gathering, when we do our dinner on Saturday. I say the day of the Saturday, when we do the meet and greet on Saturday at 12. And I think it's a real good thing. I want you to look at that. Now, inside there, these are pictures before it was actually finished. It's actually divided off in there, and all the pieces have little compartments go in it. Her husband did a great job at doing this, the board part, the wood part, Chris. And it's just awesome. Like I said, I looked up what one of these would cost customized like this, and it was right at $1,000, the cheapest one I found.
Wow.
And it wasn't anything customized like this, you know.
I know Miss V was posting some stuff on. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, you go ahead.
Miss V was posting some stuff on Facebook of her first iteration. This is not her first. This is her second, correct?
Yes, and JG, I got your donation. Thank you very much. I'll be putting that in. This is her second board. She made a board, and it was on cherry, and cherry wood is not cheap. It was beautiful, but she didn't like it, and it took her like 40 hours just for it to burn in, not including all the setup time. And she didn't like it because it didn't show detail as good, because cherry is a darker wood. So she went out and got I think it was birch or maple. I can't remember which one it was she got. And it was a lighter board like this, and she burned it in on it. So this has been made a second time. And like I say, it's just a beautiful deal, beautifully made, hand painted, and love it. Just awesome. I want to win it. I am going to be buying tickets for it. I can promise you that much. I usually don't
Daryl,
get into stuff like this, but I'm doing this one.
tell you what, you can send me the money and then put your name in for it.
Oh, okay. Well, how's that going to help the gathering for next year?
You'll find out.
That's what scares me. That's what scares me. But, I'll tell you what else I did. I don't know if I just got this, and I'm going to show this. Everybody that comes to the gathering, I just had these made. And of course, everybody's seen these towels before. But because we made a little extra this year, everybody was so good on donations and doing raffles and stuff. When you go somewhere, you like to get a souvenir to take back with you. So there you go, baby. We're gonna send you back with one of these bait towels. Everybody there, we got 100 of them. So everybody that comes in, we're gonna give a towel. We'll probably run out, but maybe each family, if we get low, we'll just take 1 or 2 per family. But I've got 100 of them ordered because I had a little extra money to be able to do that. And I wanted,
there you go.
like I say, I want to try to take every dime I can that we get to go to that. I mean, we do have a lot of expenses that we have to do. It costs us over $5,000 to do this because $2,000 of it is the big fish contest, which we'll be having. And that's going to start at 8 a.m. on Friday and go all the way till Sunday at 12. And it's a free big fish contest. And how you get that is you go up to Pavilion 4, and I've got to send Woody speaking of that when we get off here. I've been so busy, but I got to send him the rules to make the numbers with. You'll get your numbers on the back of it. It'll have the rules, and you'll get that and go out fishing. And you take a picture. When you catch a big fish, you got to take a picture with the number on the fish. Best thing to do is, put the number on the fish, hold the fish up. And if you can lock it in, that's fine. Anyway, we really need it while you've got the fish up. But, if you'll take enough pictures, I don't want to disqualify anybody, but just make sure you get a picture with the number, the scale, and the fish all in one if you can. And then send it only to me. And my number will be on there. I'm going to just be the deciding. And if I can't decide, Woody will be. So at least he'll be fair. If we could say, okay, this is, I may get a picture and it's a little blurry and I can't see the weight, and I'm going to call them up and say, or I can't see something, and I'll call them and talk to them, because most everybody's going to be honest about this. And I'm going to try to be as honest about it. But anyway, we've got a bounty on the biggest fish. I'm calling it a bounty. If you can show me that you got the biggest fish, I'm going to pay you $1,000 for that fish. And but I'm gonna pay you $1,000 to let it go. I'm gonna pay you $1,000 to let that fish go. If you catch the second biggest fish, I'm gonna pay you $500 to let it go. If you catch the third biggest fish, I'm gonna pay you $250 to let it go. If you catch the fourth biggest fish, I'm gonna pay you $125. And if you catch the fifth biggest fish, I'm gonna pay you $75. So we're giving 5 places. All you have to do is come and be part of it, and you don't have to pay. Everything we do is free. So I'm really excited about it. And I know Dustin says there's no use in nobody showing up because you're going to catch the biggest fish this year. You've got the spots scoped out.
That's right. I've got 7 trips lined up with 7 smart people that are going to take me to the right spots to get me the right fish.
There you go. There you go. Hey, we're
And
going to go.
A quick note: I can vouch for the fact that there's enough people that at the gathering, if you haven't been there before, that you don't have to run into Daryl if you don't want to. So
yeah,
there's enough people there, enough people with boats. You can get as far away from him as you want to while you're there. Now you will have to see his face, and while he does some talking at the gathering, while they do the raffles and door prizes and stuff like that. But you can even then you can sit way back in the back if you want to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
If you want a door prize, then you can request to get it from somebody else. If you know what, if you want a door prize, I'll give you the door prize so you don't have to deal with Daryl.
There you go. I'll let you even pull the numbers and call them out if you want to, brother.
There we go.
I'll tell you what, that takes a while anyway.
Oh, I know it does.
I tell you what, I run around so much. I'll let anybody wants to call them out. Go for it, baby. And this year, what's that JG says? I wonder what the code is to use. Code, I think he's saying code to use the app the kayak guys use in their tournaments for fish submissions. I don't know. Like I say, my telephone number will be on there, and you'll just send pictures to me, and I'll send back if it looks good or not. Don't throw your fish back until you hear back from me. Hopefully, I'll hear my phone if it goes off. And if I don't answer you back when you send it over, call me and just keep calling me. Call me what you want to. Everybody else does. Oh, I meant call me on the phone. On the phone. That's it. So, anyway, man, it's going to be a great time. Actually, Steve Douglas called me day before yesterday, I think it was, or yesterday. I can't remember. Anyway, we talked, and he had a flood. And I told this, I was on a show last night, on Hogley's show last night. A lot of people know that his warehouse got flooded and his house got flooded. Well, he called me up and says, Daryl, he said, ask people if they would. He says, because I'm going to be bringing so much stuff. Ask people while they're there if they would. He said, if you will, put out a donation jug. And I said, well, we do every year. And he said, if they can afford it, please put donations because I'm bringing lots of stuff. He said that when his warehouse got flooded, it came up like over 3 foot, and it flooded his merchandise. And what happened is, it's not like there's nothing wrong with it, but the water messed up the labeling and stuff like that, and he can't sell it that way. So he's giving it away at the gathering. He's going to be bringing lots and lots of stuff. It's catfish bait and stuff like that because he sells catfish bait and stuff. So that's a good deal. I've got so much other stuff: Catfish Pro, Stay Alive, stringers. Everybody's giving. I got to run by Daniels and pick up a stuff from Catfish Sumo. I mean, it's going to be bigger than last year. And you remember, we went around twice last year with door prizes. What we do is give out tickets, and everybody gets a ticket, and we draw out of the jug. And we went out. We had so many thousands of dollars of door prizes last year. We went around twice. Yep. We may start just throwing it out to the crowd for it's over with.
I can vouch for that because when the very first door prize I won was a pair of monster rod holders.
Yep.
And then I think my wife won a door prize later on, and ended up being like a starter pack from Catfish Sumo.
Yeah.
Well, somebody approached me after that saying they really wanted that, but they had won the other pair of monster rod holders that had matched my pair. So we traded. So I got 2 sets. So I got 4 monster rod holders I got to put on my boat now from last year's gathering.
Yep, that's great. And a lot of that happens. I've seen that happen a lot. We're trading back and forth. Woody traded traded some planer boards and stuff because somebody wanted them and stuff like that. So, it's that's the good thing about it. If you didn't get what you wanted, a lot of times people will do trading now. So
all you gotta do is ask.
Yeah, exactly. If people want to bring rods that they want, they can do that too. After we eat, they can put out and do a swap shop or whatever you want to call it. Or if you got a bunch of rods or reels or whatever that you don't use, sort of like at the catfish conference, we'll do that too. We did it last year, and I know a lot of people got a lot of good deals last year. So bring your old fishing equipment stuff like we did last year, and hey, you might sell it to somebody. You never know. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So a couple things. Let's see.
Read that chat because I see it's flying right now.
Yeah, Butterflies of Sunshine. I want to remind everybody of KP's birthday, heavenly birthday.
Yeah.
So I just want to remind everybody, the gathering is named after KP now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he came to the first 2, and we felt like when he passed away, the third one, that it should always be a memory of a KP. He loved coming to the gathering. He had such a good time coming to the gathering. So really honored to be able to do that. Spoke with his daughter, and she was happy for us to do that. She came last year.
Yep.
It was a really touching moment. We were able to give her like a T-shirt and the towels and stuff like that. And I was honored to be able to do that.
That's awesome. You're gonna see a lot of people at the gathering. You got F.O.A. Customs and Gear in the house saying, hey, what's up, Freddie?
What's up,
Freddie
Fred?
and Miss Nina, how y'all doing?
I expect those towels to probably get here tomorrow because he mailed them Monday, so they should be here probably by tomorrow, hopefully.
I hope so.
Yeah. Hey, we'll do what we do.
That's right. We got JG Hill Studios saying that I'm still trying to make it to the gathering. Depends on if I get this tube out, and I can't lift much of anything. We will see. Well, I hope you can make it, man, but don't stress yourself about it.
Absolutely. I hope you can too. And hey, you do like me. I can't reel the first fish in, but I enjoy going out on the boat and watching everybody else. I did reel in too with my right hand the other day while it was in the ride holder. But with me, it's just the camaraderie, going out talking with everybody, and all that stuff. I'm bringing my boat, and we're going to be doing what we do. So
I'll tell you what, I know I met a lot of people at CatCon over the last couple of years. But last year, not only do you get to meet people, you get to hang out with them and go out and actually, you get to go out and fish with them if you want to. I'm sure anybody there that's got a boat will be more than happy if they're not already out in the water to take you out fishing with them. You don't got to bring anything. They'll take care of it all.
I'm sure if you call them, they'll come back to the boat hut, say, hey, meet me at this boat dock, and come in and get you too if they got room on the boat. I will.
Absolutely.
I love taking people out on the water. I mean, I love to see their face when they catch one. It's just awesome. Shut up, wannabe. Leave me alone.
What's up, Matt?
Are you going to be at the gathering? Because I'm going to smack you first thing when I see you.
Oh, goodness. We got some violence going on. Miss V says she's going to stalk everybody there, so be prepared.
There you go. We're going to
I mean, I've already lined up trips with Bobcat, Brandon, Kevin, the Swains, Daryl.
What day are we going out?
I don't know. I'll be there. We'll be there all week, so we'll figure it out.
Hey, we'll go out pretty early since we're going to be there early before anybody else does.
That's right. He said he'll arm wrestle you.
It'll have to be the right arm. We ain't playing no left arm stuff. If it's left arm, you win, brother.
Oh, looks like Freddie said I'll be there this Sunday.
Yeah.
What time are you going to be there, Freddie? Because my wife and I should be there sometime between 5 and 7 is my guess.
Him and Chris and Tellie's going to be there, but then he's got to leave on Tuesday to go back and pick up his wife. So, yeah.
What's up, Uncle Jeep?
Jay, what's up, buddy?
Go ahead.
I do have one problem that came up today that I said was going to be at the gathering, and man, I'm tore up about this, but it is what it is. We were out driving around today in the Ranchero. It runs great. Everything was going good. We'd been driving it for 2 days. And of course, this thing's a 74, so it's like me, old as the hills. It's 51 years old. Has the same radiator in it, and the radiator decided to have a rusted out spot. I guess is what I haven't pulled it yet, but it was spewing out the bottom. And the bad thing about it is I can't get one. And me and Dustin was talking about it. I was showing him that I can't get a radiator until if I ordered one today, it wouldn't get here until Monday, and I'm leaving Monday to go to the gathering. And that was the quickest one. There's 5 or 6 of them out there, and even the parts places are the same way. I can't get one till Monday. If I had somebody that had a Torino that could go pull one out, I'd go pull one out. But I've got tomorrow and Saturday to get ready to leave, so I'm not going to have a hard time. But if I could come across one tomorrow, I would get it. But I hate it. And we've got the rod holder in the back. We got the decal. It was running good. We'd put a new gas tank in it, new filters and stuff. And it was running really good. I was having a good time riding around yesterday and riding around today. And then that happened. And I'm just so frustrated. It happened late today, about 4 o'clock. And I started trying to get a radiator in. And I talked to all the parts companies around here, and they couldn't get one in because it's such an old vehicle. So,
like I told you before the show started, Daryl, there's just some things that are out of your control.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to not go because the Ranchero is not going to be there.
Yeah.
So I think everything will be fine.
Yeah.
And there's always next year.
Yeah. It would have been fun to back it up to the lake and everybody be able to fish out of it or whatever. But yeah, there's next year and there's CatCon. It'll just let us get it in better shape for CatCon. I mean, I was planning on, after this is over with, to get started on it and sand it and repaint it and do stuff like that. So we'll do what we do. But anyway, we're still going to have a great time. I mean, like I said, I want everybody to come, whether you like me or don't like me, come. This is for everybody. This is not for Daryl. This is not, hey, if you're Daryl's buddy, come. This is come if you want to come and hang out with everybody. And that's just the way I look at it.
V says she's out. That's a deal breaker for her. So that's the only reason she was coming was for Ranchero.
I thought about hauling it up there on the trailer, but I'd have to make 2 trips to haul it back and forth. So I was like, no.
Yeah, that's a lot of gas.
Yeah, I've got a 24-foot trailer, but I was like, man, I could have let Woody haul it with, I ain't got another vehicle because I got to pull the camper and I got to pull the boat up there. So I ain't got nothing for him to pull the trailer with. So anyway, if my nephew comes up, I may have him pull it with a trailer. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure you figure something out. If not, like I said, there's always next year.
Yeah. If not, it's next year. It's next year. So we'll get it.
There's Miss Denise from Misplaced Country Girl. What's going on? There's Jody, Pontoon Jody Catfishing. Welcome in.
Yeah, and Friday night we're planning on doing it's not really a bonfire, but like a bonfire. So if anybody's got some firewood to bring, we're going to do a big fire down there at where we got the 5 campsites rented. Just for people if they're not going to be fishing at night or what, just to go have a good time. Mechanical bull going.
Jody, you were supposed to. We told you were supposed to bring the mechanical bull.
Yeah, hey, you get in. I tell you what, I'm sure there's going to be a boat that we can put somebody in, and about 5 of us get in there and start rocking that thing left and right, and you can sit on the motor, and if you can hang on for 8 seconds, you win $1.
Jody's got a great question. I know that she's asked this probably 75 times. When is the gathering again?
She asked this 75 times last night to frustrate me too. Shut up. 16th, 17th, and 18th next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But like I say, there's going to be a lot of us there early. I know Dustin and Freddie and Chris and Tellie will be there on Sunday. I'll be there starting Monday, and they're just going to be a lot flowing in. So come when you want to come next week.
That's right. It's a fantastic time, and if I could give anybody some advice, if you're going to catch a big fish, wait till Friday.
Yes,
because I caught a nice 45-pounder on Thursday night for the show when I was out with John and Dana from Catfish Hunters TV. Of course, it didn't count for the big fish contest because it was I caught it too early.
But it didn't matter. You still had a great time, right?
Oh, absolutely. Then I was out with Bobcat. He taught me how to bump. I caught a fish. He didn't. So but it was just a learning experience and some of the things that you get to learn and see while you're there.
Yeah.
You can take back with you and apply to your body of water and probably potentially catch bigger or more fish, whatever you want to do. So it's a great time. I love going to the gathering. I'm so glad that I'm able to do both CatCon and the gathering.
You know what? I got to send Dieter a text message because he wanted me to let him know, remind him a week ahead. Because he's supposed to be coming. He's told me he said, text me a week ahead where I won't mess up. So I need to send Dieter Melbourne a Dieter Melhorn.
Well, there's cool cats. What's up, James? Yes, we do. And that's a great point, JG. Mother's Day is on Sunday, so please, show your mother some love. She's done a lot for you in this world, so You know, every year there's the day that we, excuse me, get to show her how much we appreciate everything that she's done for us. So I know I will be at my mother's Saturday morning, since we'll be leaving early on Mother's Day. Me and my wife will. So I'll be hanging out with my mom and then my mother-in-law. We're all going to do something with her Saturday evening or Saturday afternoon. So
yeah. We've got barbecue being catered in this year. We won't have to cook. We've cooked 3 years in a
nice.
row, and so we've actually was able to raise enough money where all of us can fish and not have to sit there and up all, like what we generally do is sit up all night Friday night and smoke the barbecue and get it prepared for Saturday morning. So we won't have to do that. So that's a great thing. We actually may have somebody cooking catfish also. So
Jody?
no, it's some of the old boys that live around here. It's V's enemies, the Fountain Boys.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got
Donnie
you. Donnie and Lonnie?
and Lonnie, or Lonnie and Donnie. Which one is it?
Lonnie and Donnie.
I don't know which one was born first. So they had talked about it, and Ray hit me up. They said, "Are they cooking catfish?" I said, "I hadn't heard from him." So he said, "Hold on." And he calls him. He woke him up. He said, "Call me later." So I'll get with Ray tomorrow and say, "Hey, what are they doing?" So
that's right. Freddie's saying, Ray and Melissa, the Fergusons will be there.
yeah, they're. He said I thought we wasn't supposed to come to Friday. I said, "Dude, we'll be there all week." He goes, "Well, let me look and check and see what we're going to do then." So
nice.
we'll see what he's going to do.
Well, there's welcome in Doug Tellie. It's the Rebel River Cats, a Whisker Warrior. Thank you so much for all your support, Doug. Really appreciated.
Yeah.
Cool Cat's popped in. Like I said, hi to him a minute ago. Of course,
Yeah.
River Rat's been in here. Uncle Jeep said he's playing on a new to him computer. Still got some typos, but he's figuring it out.
Yeah.
Uncle Jeep said, "How about a real bull? Going to be plenty of BS, so might as well bring the bull too."
We just probably need to bring a scoop. Bring the issue together, and I'll get it from you there. Oh, he's getting him a gift package.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I told Freddie not to mail those towels. I'd just get them from him. That'd save him some money or make him a little extra money on not sending it. We're gonna let him cough, and I'm gonna keep talking because he looks like he's all choked up. Hey, I'm all sugar. Hey, oh yeah, I'm all sugar. That singing already made you throw up, really, right there.
Oh man. Good gracious, I do apologize.
So are you bringing some rods with you too that you can fish from the bank if you're not out on a boat, or what are you doing?
I am bringing my 2 effing rods.
Okay, yeah, you gotta get smart about it. I'm just asking if you're bringing some rods, dude.
Oh, I got smart when I got F.O.A gear.
Yeah, I see that. It got you choked up again.
Oh man, I'm bringing my 2 effing rods, and then I'm also bringing my flasher rigs from Fat Boy Rigs that Kevin from Palmetto Cats makes. Tell you what, if you want to catch some flatheads, Austin went fishing with his wife. If y'all watched Fishing Fever's this last video that he posted when he was out with Mrs. Fever, they caught I think the least they showed, they caught like 3 or 4 fish. One fish actually spooled him.
Wow.
He had a fish. They think it was either a big striper or a sturgeon.
Was he
I'm
on
not
the
sure
bank?
when the sturgeon come up, but what's that?
Was he on the bank?
No, they were in the boat.
What the heck didn't he chase it for?
They were anchored.
Why cut that anchor loose? Never mind.
No, he's got a monster anchor. He can't cut that thing loose.
I've got a ball though. I keep on my boat. I'd have thrown the anchor ball on there and took off.
Well, if you watch his video, you'll watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much line he had on that reel, but he had braid on there,
Yeah.
and you could see it. he tried to hand the rod to Mrs. Fever to try to catch it, and it went all the way down to the knot and then just snapped off. Whatever it was huge.
Yeah, that would be big.
So, so anyway, all the point to that story was all the fish that he caught that night were on the Fat Boy Flasher rigs.
Yeah, cool. He was flashing them.
He was flashing them. His wife approved.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the camera was turned while this is going on. It's all right.
Hey, Jenkins.
What's up, Ed? How you doing? Ed's got his new boat in. I mean, it is a beautiful Duckworth boat, and got it rigged up and looking good, but he's got a problem.
Uh-oh. What's that?
It's going to be just like the dang Ranchero. It ain't going to make it to debut at the gathering because he's moving to South Carolina. He don't want to register in Tennessee, and in 2 weeks he's moving to South Carolina, and I don't blame him one bit. But, man, it's a beautiful boat. Wow. So he's going to be moving to South Carolina. One of my good buddies. Have had some good times fishing together. But he's not going to be too far from my house down close to Augusta. So I'll be going and visiting him down there. He's already told me and Woody we got to come down at least 3-4 times a year to fish with him. So we'll be going down there. When we hunt, we'll get through hunting in the morning and go fishing with him in the evening or something.
There you go.
Or fish with him in the morning and go hunting evening. But we're going to go down there and do it.
Trying to find the there it is. I pulled up the Google Maps. I want to show the campground. Oh, that's right. They put it up here now.
Yeah, you can sort of show where we're all going to be at.
Maybe. It locked up. My video locked up on me.
Greg, we'd love to meet you too. There's Muskrat. He's not going to get to come to the gathering this year. I forgot where he said he had to be, but they have
another tournament that happens at the same time as the gathering every other year.
Yeah, that's weird, but anyway, it is what it is. I get it. There we go. Right. Now we're coming down.
So this is, excuse me. This is the Chester Frost area.
Yeah.
And you'll go across and you Causeway, you'll check in right there. If I'm not mistaken,
right
this is where Woody's going to be, right?
Yeah. Actually, Woody is on the other side. Woody, come on over. Go back over on the other island. Come on over. No, the other way. You're going the wrong way. Woody is back a little bit. He's right on the island, right there on the side of the road there. Yeah, right there, right in there. That's where he's at.
Right here? Okay.
I think he's up here. Where is the island that we're on? Show me where we're at, and then I can show you. It's further over, right? Yeah, Woody's right there in that little crevice down here. Okay, come back over here. You were right to start with. Just across that little island thing. He's on over it. Yeah. I don't think he's on the island. He's right on the other side of that. Just on the other side of that. He may be there, but
last I remember, he was either that or he was right here.
Yeah, right there is where he was at. That's where Woody.
Yeah, he was right here last year. Right under
That's where he is again this year. That's where Woody will be again this year, right there. Yeah.
So everybody that comes in, wave at Woody.
Yeah, he'll welcome you in. He's the welcome party. Yeah. And then we will be right down in to the left, right in there. That's where we're going to be. Yeah, we'll be wherever the dock is. That's not.
I'll be right over here.
Yeah. Where's the little boat dock? There it is.
Okay, we're right
next to the boat dock. We're going to be on the right side of the boat dock. We're right there. That's where we're going to be. And I think that Randy and Lisa is going to be in that one right behind us over there, right there. Now, where the other trailer is, where the red top is, the red topper.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there. I think that's where Randy and them's going to be, right there.
And then we'll be right across the street, right over here.
Yeah, that's where my son will be there also. So.
And then the pavilion is right over here, right there.
Yeah. Exactly. And then that's actually the big pavilion.
Guys,
the other pavilion. Yeah, that's the big pavilion. That's not the number 4. It's more to the right of it. Right there. I think that's it. Yep, that's number 4 right there. It even says pavilion, something 4 there.
Yep.
Shed 4. Shelter 4.
Chester Frost Shelter 4.
Yep, that's shelter 4. That's where we'll be. So I like this Google Earth you're doing it. That's cool. And then down further is where the campsites are.
And then all the bank spots I think you have right down in here.
Yep, all of them start from them trees and go the opposite way.
I remember coming in right off the roadway. This is where Matt. I know this was where Matt and Big Mike and Yaks were last year when I saw them last year.
Yeah, and we've got we've got
and then when I was go ahead.
All the campsites we've got all the way down through
I was just going to say all the way up here?
No, to the left there and up close to the pavilion. You see where it says, well, all right, so all that ground down through there, we can't, but up in there, all up in there is campsites also. We've got all those up in there. So up in there is all too. And then where that dirt spot is to the left, all that can be fished, or you can even put a tent from there to the left where it runs out of real estate. Yeah, all that.
When I was telling I was saying something to Matt last night on the live that you were on. Sometimes you gotta contend with those boat anglers that are fishing the bank. And there was a guy in a boat fishing for crappie right under this tree and caught Matt's line once, maybe twice. And I think he got Big Mike's line once too.
Yeah. We generally don't have that, but man, that place is covered up. Just to the left of that second tree is the people put tents there too, down at the bank. Now you have to widen back out.
Oh, over here?
Further down, even further down, they put a tent down below that next tree. Yep, right in there. I mean, all that you can do. So everybody goes. I mean, it's a long ways up through there. There's no campsites right there. That's all place we can fish, and that's all deep water there also. So
there's Josh. He's saying I'm going to be bringing. Hold on, my mouse is in the wrong spot. I'm bringing as much bait as I can. Donations help me with gas, the gathering expenses.
There you go.
Got a bait hookup. There's Charles Breckenridge. What's going on? I saw Gregory Lemon in here earlier too. Appreciate you coming in, Gregory. Benoit Fishing said next year we will 100% be at the gathering.
That's great.
I love how you plan ahead like that. Right.
Yeah. This is for everybody. So well, anybody and everybody to come, as long as you can behave and get along and have a good time. That's all we want.
I'll tell you what, though, this may look like it's a big area and spread out, but it's not really. I mean, I walked because I was just out of my wheelchair and walking back in May of last year, and I walked from this area all the way with Freddie and Chris over to their campsite over here where Nina and Tellie were. So it's not that far of a walk.
No.
So there's a lot. And then Kevin and them were down here. There's a bunch of people going to get tent campsites down this road right here.
Yeah. Exactly. I actually started out in a campsite further back, and they're going to be working on it. So they moved me back up. They moved me over here, which I was fine with. At the time, those were taken up, and then they let me have it. So this is the second year they've moved me. I reckon I'm the guy that picks the ones they're going to be working on the sites next. So, but you know what they done? They actually gave me my money back for the campsite.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is nice of them. They didn't have to do that because you're still camping, but that's awful. That's awful generous of them.
Yeah. Last year, we couldn't use Pavilion 4, so they moved me to the other pavilion. They gave us some money back for that and for the camping, so we got all that money back. So I was like, cool.
That was over here, wasn't it? Over near the
Yes. Yeah, right there. Yeah, and they moved us down there to that pavilion. And anyway, it is what it is. Like I say, I was just proud they took the time to try to find something to help us with, because they could have just said, "Hey, I'm sorry you had this and rented. All the other ones are rented. You just got to do what you got to do." I guess we'd have wound up down at the campsites. So,
So I'll tell you that. So when I went fishing with John and Dana, I believe we fished because the dam is right.
It's good ways.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, we fished. I think that we fished in this area right here.
Yeah.
And then when I fished with Bobcat, I fished below the dam.
Yeah.
And then when I fished with Kevin,
y'all fished my area.
Now I'm lost. I don't even know where I went.
Up at the I don't know where you're at.
I don't know where I went. Anyway.
Yeah. There you go. You fished the fire.
I fished with Kevin. We fished this area right here. I know Steve Douglas. Yep, I fished with Jody over in this area. I'm giving away everybody's spots.
Hey, don't matter.
The thing is, I don't know if that's accurate anyway. So
that's a funny thing. I don't care where somebody's fishing where I usually fish. I'll just move and find somewhere else. Last weekend or last Friday,
there's plenty of water out there.
Yeah, let me just give everybody a hint. Last Friday we fished and caught 17 fish. One of them was 42, the other one was 30 something, and a bunch of 20s. Let me just tell you, go in the coves and drag out. That's what we did. We just went in the coves and drag out, and was just racking up on them. So anybody that comes to the gathering, of course, I'll tell when I'll be fishing all week. If I can find them, I'll tell you what I'm finding them in. But that's what we did. And then Cody fished again Sunday and racked up on them again in the coves the same way. So they were back in the coves, shallow water. So
Josh said I'm
catch fish.
Yeah, Josh said I'm bank fishing all over and in my recliner chair.
There you go. Yeah.
Josh said I have some awesome, cool items from my Inspiration Woodworks to donate for the raffle. Also,
cool. But yeah, I got 7 secret weapons. Oh my god,
Josh, I don't think any of your weapons are secret any longer.
Yeah. Sometimes them weapons are misfires too.
But let's see. Matt said my first mission is going to be listening e-bait when I get there. I got Skips, Big Gizzard Shad, and Red Horse.
There you go. Awesome. I know who. Hey, what day are you going to get there, Matt? I might have to take him out fishing and commandeer some of his bait. You know how much I'm coming with? 0.
So just make sure you take a cooler with you, and then you'll be like, Matt, look at that. That rod went down. And you start throwing stuff in your cooler.
There you go. Hey, I'm coming with a couple of boxes of worms and some chicken, and I'll go catch some bait or take people out to catch bait or whatever.
Yeah, that's one thing we can do early on. For those of us that are there early, we can go out and try to catch some bait for the first couple of days.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'll do Monday. Probably I won't even go out. I might go catfishing Monday, but I'll go out and catch a bunch of bluegill and stuff. I know that's what Freddie does too. They go out and catch a bunch of bluegill too.
Oh, Matt said, "Well, now that you're not bringing the ranchero, I may give you some bait."
You know, if I'd have brought the ranchero, you'd have got the horns. It's so funny. I've been driving that thing around the last 2 days. Everybody will look, and then they'll double look. Put them horns on the front of the ranchero. I'm so disappointed because we had that thing fixed up so far. I've got to tell Steve, and I hate to even let him know that it worked out. So I was so excited for him to see it. But we'll get it. We'll have it at CatCon next year, hopefully.
That's
It is
right.
what it is.
Yep, it is what it is. Things that you can't control. Just
Yeah,
got to roll with the punches.
absolutely.
I know. I'm looking forward to that trip with my wife. I think we're going to have a great time. We're going to be there all week. Unfortunately, my wife still does have to work, but we are going to take some time and hang out. Our anniversary, our 20th wedding anniversary, is going to be next Thursday.
Awesome.
So we're gonna. She said that she'd rather have me grill her a steak than take her out to dinner. So I'll be cooking her a steak in the camper.
Yeah.
So
This year, boy, I'm gonna tell you what. I have a swing arm on the back of my camper that swings around. I got a black stone, and I got one of those 24-inch black stones, and a grill back there, gas grill that
wow.
just swings around. Yeah, mine's got one of those outdoor cooking stations.
Yep.
Yeah, the sink and all. And man, it's the man's cooking station. So we're gonna have a good time.
I don't have Daryl money, so we don't have one of those cooking stations. But
Oh, mine was just a little. I bought it and put it on there. I made the brackets and everything, man.
oh wow.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, but this is gonna be a lot of fun. And I can't wait. I hope my wife feels the same way. I can hear her listening to the show right now, so she just heard me say that.
Yeah, y'all be close to us. She can visit with my wife. Well, she won't be fishing either. She could care less about. I mean, she does, but it's not like a big thing. And I said, "That's all right. You're gonna have a grandbaby. I'm bringing a golf cart. You can ride him around." That's the thing of it is, that's a huge campground. Time you take both island parts of it, she can just ride around and look around and have a good time. And she likes riding around on the golf cart, right? And my grandson loves it too. So
I bet.
yeah. They allow it because it's electric and quiet, so you don't got to worry about nothing.
Nice.
Yeah.
But if you can get the time, and you're close enough, or you want to make the trip, I recommend making it to the gathering. Like I said, you can not only get to talk to people, but you also get to hang out and do the things that one of the things we all have in common, and we love to do, and that's fishing. So there'll be a lot of fishing going on, a lot of people with boats taking people out fishing, a lot of memories to be made. That is for sure. And if I can make another recommendation, if you can get with anybody that's taking their boat down to the gorge, I would recommend you go down and make that trip with somebody, because that is a beautiful area.
Yes. And if I've got time, I'll take people on rides, and I'll start at the dam, and we'll go through downtown Chattanooga and go all the way down to the gorge. It's about a 15-mile ride. Some of the most beautiful country you'll ever want to see. You go through downtown Chattanooga. You've got the aquarium and the baseball park and all that going down through there. And you get down to what's called Moccasin Bend. That's a Lookout Mountain area. And then you go on down to what's called the gorge, and that's Signal Mountain and all. In the wintertime, you actually can look off to the right. And I don't know how far that waterfall falls, but there's a waterfall down there. It's way up on the mountain, and you can see it just falling down through there. It's really cool. Deer, beautiful deer. You'll see coyotes. You'll see all kinds of wildlife down through there. It's just eagles, everything. It's really beautiful. So.
Yeah, Miss V said, I'm bringing my puppies. Well, sort of puppies. Okay, maybe bigger. Okay, maybe baby moose size, but still my lap dogs. Well, cool. We can we're bringing our Doberman with us. I know she'd be looking forward to meeting some other dogs. She loves to play. So,
hey, Freddie. Okay, look. Yeah, I know you love the gorge, but look. I think that with me and Woody catching the fish we've caught down there, that has to be called Woody's Hole down there, where the 100-pounders are. So I don't really know that you can actually call it your spot, seeing as how that's where we caught the 100-pounder at. So, yeah. So we call the first hole is Woody's Hole down there. It's a 100-foot hole, and that's Woody's Hole, because that's where the 100-pound. I mean, I think he should be able to call that his hole if you catch a 101-pound catfish out of it, don't you?
I agree.
Now, if it would have been me, no, but Woody, yes.
Right. Absolutely. Hey, Curtis Cunningham, welcome in.
We've caught some monsters down there. One thing I do want to say is Woody's hoe. Is he aware of this? I want to say thank you. I can't say it enough to everybody out there that's made this happen. I know I say it a lot, but if it wasn't for people like the YouTubers, Dustin, you give and everything, all the YouTubers that's participated in the raffles and bought tickets and bought spots on the poster. You know, every year we sell a $50 spot that goes on the posters. It's put up at CatCon, and it'll be also put up at the gathering on Saturday. You'll be able to see them. Thank you so much. Thank you to our big sponsors that we charge more to put on the sponsor sheet poster, and they give us all the corporate sponsors. I guess they give us all the door prizes and stuff like that. It's just so many people do so much, and I really appreciate it. We brought most every one of them up on the shows now. That's the corporate sponsors. Of course, I haven't all the YouTubers. We'd have a show every year if we did every week. If we had it with people. But I really appreciate every one of you. You guys make this happen. I say it's free, but you guys give out of your pocket to make this happen, and I love you guys for that. This is y'all's gathering. It is not my gathering. I had somebody say Daryl's gathering, and it sort of hit me. I'm like, no, this is not my gathering. This is your gathering. This is for you people. This is for everybody. So this is y'all's gathering, not mine. This was just my dream, and you guys are making it happen. So
I can say I've been part of or organized a number of events, nothing to this scale. I've organized golf tournaments before, so I can understand. You know, it takes a lot. You got a lot of coordination, a lot of people, a lot of things go into organizing something of this size. And so I don't want I don't want you to take anything away from yourself there. We really appreciate. And I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you for all that you've done, all the organization that you've put into this, all the time, blood, sweat, and tears, just to get us a place to where we can hang out and fish and have fun doing the things that we love to do. So thank you for doing that. And even if you're down and hurt and had surgery and all this other stuff, you're still organizing, still doing stuff to make this happen. And you know, it really shows how much you care about something like this when you know, the things that you say, you know, early on, you were telling me that, you know, you there was a couple of the things that you wanted to organize, but it just couldn't happen, fell through, and now the Ranchero and I know what it feels like to when you tell somebody that you're going to do something and then you're not able to do it. So, but
you feel like you lied to them, and that's what frustrates me. I couldn't do we were going to do the Dunkin', and I can't get in the Dunkin' tank because of my shoulder, so I had to cancel that. And then now this has happened, and it's just like so much has happened, but you know, it all happens for a reason. And like I said, I don't think one person was coming just to see the Ranchero, but it still was a good side thing to enjoy, people to laugh at and have fun, and could have got their pictures taken in it and stuff like that. But you know, that's small stuff, and I know that. But you know, every year we'll add a little more to it and do a little more. So it'll be okay. It is what it is.
absolutely. Well, Daryl, thank you for coming up and talking with us about the gathering. I know, like I said, I wanted to get one more time on the show before before I leave. Me and my wife will be leaving on Sunday morning to head that way. And so just encourage everybody that you get the opportunity, the chance to come check it out. Daryl's put a lot of work into this, and I think you'll have a wonderful time. I know I do, and I love seeing everybody and hanging out with everybody again.
Yeah. Are you going to do your show Thursday night from the gathering?
I plan on it. Yes, sir.
And we'll be doing our show Wednesday night from the gathering also. I've already got it all set up and ready to go. So, guys, tune in. We'll be out there. I don't know if I'll be on the boat, but we'll be out there fishing or something for
Now,
sure.
one more question. He said, "Can we fish over in that bear spot on the map, or is that a disc golf area?"
You can fish anywhere. You can get up to the lake on the places we've got rented. I don't care where you go. Which if you can get away with it, you can fish out top of one of the trees.
The raccoons might chase him up a tree. So,
well, I think Matt got in trouble anyway last year, didn't you, Matt? I think Matt got in some trouble over there. Yeah, I think the Rangers got on him. Just oh yeah, I gave it to him. Told him, said, son, you need to come out of that tent. We need to talk. And they said, this is quiet time. You need to turn that generator off. Made him turn his generator off. The bad part was he's like me. He's just a sleep apnea machine, and that's he was using his sleep apnea in his tent and running one of those quiet generators. And they made him turn it off. I think it was him. Was that not you, Matt? I think it was Matt that they got. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was. Because he was fussing about it the next day. Tell us what we got.
What's that? Oh, waiting on Matt.
Yeah, I was saying, tell us.
No, they didn't say anything. They just shut it off. It never ran again after
that. Oh no. Okay, I thought they had actually talked to him. They just come and shut it off.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
But just another PSA: if you're not from Tennessee and you're gonna be fishing that area, don't forget to get your Tennessee fishing license.
Yeah.
You don't want to get caught without it.
Absolutely.
Well, again, Daryl, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for coming up and talking about the gathering. Everybody in chat, appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us this evening. As always, go check out F.O.A. Use TSW10 or Fever10. Save yourself 10%. You can get anything from the bait gear to the monster catfishing gear. Anything you need except for the reels. You can get yourself some Ancient Mariner reels at rivercatstackle.com. You can use 92210. You can use Swain 10 and to get yourself 10% on that as well. Go check them out. Go check out FOAcustomsandgear.com. Great people, great products. We wouldn't be where we're at without them. So thank you also for everybody's support. And we will see you all from the gathering, Hickson, Tennessee, next Thursday night. Thank you all for joining us. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.